Hello, welcome to Gatekeeping, where we take a deep dive into a pop culture phenomenon and decide if we let it through our gate.
We're joined by some incredible guests.
Some fantastic comedy duo, Green Room Award nominated, Fringe Award winning. We were
robbed.
robbed by the
robbed of that green room.
The fabulous Tommy and Eadie.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
It's amazing to have you here. So
we can't.
What?
As podcasts are
What?
famously a visual medium,
Right.
you can't. The audience at home don't understand quite what we're looking at.
Well, why don't you describe it to them?
Yeah.
So, we're
we're looking at twins.
They're
A set of
absolutely
twins.
gobsmacked.
Beautiful.
They're lost for words.
Yeah, literally. So the episode that we're doing today is Lea Michele, and Tommy and Eadie have both come dressed as Lea Michele. Specifically, the "Don't Rain on My Parade" sectionals outfit from Glee with the.
Oh, you
the-
knew it off
Oh,
the top of
you
your
know
head.
that. You know, as soon as
We have a
you
real fan in the
you
corner.
suggested this episode, and I was like, I'm locked in. Let's fucking go.
And you?
I was on board. I've never seen Glee, so I was a little.
Well, we've got time.
But
Yeah.
Should we
I've
smash through seasons 1 to 3?
I think we can do that. Yeah.
I watched the sectionals episode actually.
The sectionals?
So, listen, get your minds out of the gutter.
You're
Yeah.
the one that said it.
It's because I'm in a little skimpy dress. Like,
Rewind the tape, and you'll find that I said sectionals.
I did hear it. I can confirm.
Thank
I
you.
heard
Lea Michele,
sexual.
no
You
lie.
sexua. Yes, the sectionals episode. Watched 3/4 of it.
You didn't even watch the whole thing?
What?
Did you watch her thing, Don't Rain on My Parade?
Yeah.
That was her Emmy-nominated episode.
Well, I watched the performance.
But you need to watch the whole...
Whoa.
Glee is longer than I thought. It's like 45-minute episode.
Yeah.
45 minutes of
45 minutes
absolute
of
gold.
pure joy.
Yeah, it's the best.
I think it should have been half an hour, 20 minutes, half
You're
an
right.
hour.
No, but you can't
Get
develop
off my
plot like
podcast.
that. Anyway. So, when did Lea Michele come into your lives, people?
Oh, I can absolutely start because, like any good faggot, I was obsessed with Spring Awakening at 15 years old.
Period.
I mean, the second that Lea Michele got up on that chair with her little cunty boob dance, like "Mama, who bore me,"
Literally.
I was
That's
hooked. I was in.
the Tony Awards performance I sent you.
Oh,
Spring Awakening.
Yes.
Is that
that's a
when?
fantastic one.
Wait, which one is she a child in?
That's Ragtime.
Okay.
Yeah,
She was also a child.
She also-
was in Les
yeah.
Mis.
She was in Les Mis.
I mean, she's technically a child in Spring
She,
Awakening.
Believe it, pal.
Who did she play in Les Mis?
young Cosette.
Yeah,
And she also
Yeah,
understudied...
the blonde one. I know. She's
Yeah.
famously a brunette.
Do you know what we were
Exactly.
talking about the other day? When I was younger, there was a video of her playing young Cosette, and a balloon pops in the audience, and she goes, "There was a castle," and it has been scrubbed from the internet.
That has haunted her
Yeah,
for
that's-
like
I genuinely
30
think
years.
it's driven her to the point in her career that she is today.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like if
balloon.
she had performed that well, she never would have reached the heights that she then reached.
Yeah, I imagine afterwards she was like, never again, never again. She was probably popping balloons as practice.
Yeah.
Like, they will not scare me. They will not scare me.
I am not
I
afraid of
reckon her parents were like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
lock
think
her
she
in a
should still be
room and
embarrassed
just
about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would certainly, if a balloon popped right now, it would not affect my performance
No.
here at all.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's
James,
good to hear.
it would definitely. You did bring a
Yeah,
gun.
these aren't real.
Because I did bring a gun. So
You did bring a gun. That will be fired at
These
some
guns.
point. Yes. We need to start the podcast. We need to do it on your marks. The firing gun, a warning shot. Yes, so you're on your best behavior. Your mic is sort of the wrong way, by the way.
Leah.
Just
That's going to haunt you
speaking
for the rest of your
there
life.
were no
Just- I
pictures
thought-
on it to direct me which way to point it. So.
I just
Yeah.
thought, speaking of warning shots, I should fire one off.
Did you know the whole time? And I could see
Yeah,
that
yeah,
yours
yeah.
actually is pointed the right way as well. So, I'm not a big fan of
so-
context clues.
First warning. That's okay. You're doing better now. So Spring Awakening.
Spring Awakening.
That's a musical.
It is, yeah.
My question is how do you hear about this stuff when you're not in New York?
I saw Glee first, and then
Okay.
really soon after that, I went to school in Windsor, and somebody at Windsor
Classy.
Station was
Name the school. Come on, you know you want
Presentation
to.
College Windsor. It's been shut down now.
Oh,
I left, and the year after they were like, shut it down. It's gone. And somebody was doing, must have been like an Amdram production of
A Chapel off Chapel.
Yeah.
A Spring
of
Awakening.
Spring Awakening, and somebody handed it to me, and I was like passing it around to my friends at school because it was probably the most exciting thing I'd ever seen. And my drama teacher said, that's a sex show. It's a show about sex. And I was like, oh God, to watch this show.
Leah does get her kid out on
Yeah,
stage.
she gets
Yeah.
but she had a
Gets
clause
boobies.
in her contract that if her parents were in the audience that night, she didn't have to take her shirt off.
For some reason, I heard that her parents were in the audience every single night, which I know now cannot be true.
Which cannot be true.
Yeah.
I did.
Which is the exact opposite of what we do when we're on stage.
Yeah, we have the clause that if our parents are in, we
You're
need
showing-
full penetration.
full-
Showing
Yeah.
everything.
They actually wrote that clause.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Love is love.
And boobs. She was showing boobs.
Yes.
Just
And
boobs,
Jonathan
yeah.
Groff,
That's how they met.
yeah,
Famous.
Her now
Was
best
he
friend.
showing anything?
he showed butt.
They show butt.
Oh, okay.
And
And he creates the illusion of his penis going in and out of her vagina
yeah,
repeatedly.
because they have sex.
They have
And
sex.
how
The
do
magic of theatre.
And the rest of the cast, don't they
They
push
push
halo?
the hayloft. It's
I
like on a.
believe, I believe, I believe.
It's so beautiful.
How do they create the illusion of the penis?
Well,
Well, it's not like a penis, but it's just like.
it's not like a silhouette. It's,
A magic eye.
Giant puppet.
Yeah.
you see his butt bouncing
Yeah.
up and down on
Yeah.
the pelvis.
They just simulate sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As if, as
And
if
how do
a
they do
movie
it?
or a
How do
TV
they
show.
do it?
Like,
Well-
they pretend to have sex.
They just,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
just-
was gonna
but
say
they
that.
just don't
Oh.
penetrate.
Have you seen a sex scene? They don't fucking.
Have
do a
you
sex
had
scene.
sex?
I think
Where
there's
are
too
you?
much sex in media these days. I actually get someone to edit it all out, and I just watch a clean. Yeah,
You'll
the
have to do a lot of
makers.
editing of this podcast.
Yeah.
Because we're exuding it right now.
Yeah,
We're
sex to
seconds
see
away
a
from
sex
having
scene
sex.
on stage, I think, is very thrilling.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I've never
It's-
seen one. Oh, I think I maybe have seen like very brief ones, but I know that when
Okay.
they did a Amdram production of Spring Awakening here, they like got him to lick her nipple.
Whoa,
pretty
because
nuts,
that's
though.
you can't fake that.
You have to lick the nipple.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did Spring Awakening
And-
a good... It was actually 9 years ago.
I'm
10
sure, and I'm
years
sure you would have been a great
You've
hunter.
done it. Is that
Look, you clocked me there. You got me.
Hunter is the gay character.
I was going to keep it secret, but yes, I was typecast as the masturbating gay.
And did you
The
really masturbate on
the
stage?
predatorial.
How did you simulate masturbating?
I really did it every night.
method?
Yeah, I can't fake that.
Now you can only come when
Yeah, now
you're
when I have an
people call you
audience.
handshake.
Yeah.
Did you play the Jonathan Groff role?
No,
Okay.
no, he was
Oh,
like
'cause he's
He's
straight.
straight.
he was straight back
Sorry,
then, and the
sorry.
romantic lead. I played like the gay side character that, had a bit of a thing for like a younger little twinky twink.
Okay,
Yeah.
we've all
Quite
been there.
predatory,
Yeah.
but
Oh, okay.
they were all didn't have to stretch too hard.
strangers, so, you know.
We haven't all been there.
Yeah, but I did have to masturbate on stage.
Whoa.
Where I
And
just-
so that was another illusion, was it?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Do you know what's interesting about that is that when I first saw the bootleg of, I don't know if I should share this, but I will. When I first saw the bootleg of Spring Awakening, I was at that point in time like old enough to be ferociously horny. So
Yeah.
a teenager, but like not ready for porn.
Oh, yeah.
And that
Oh,
was, I repeatedly masturbated to the sex scene in Spring Awakening. You were doing it on stage. I was doing it off stage
Yeah.
to you.
To me,
you know that.
and I was picturing Jonathan Groff's ass.
Yeah.
So
It all comes full circle.
Exactly.
And was he having sex with Lea Michele?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do we need
right.
like so Spring
Sorry,
Awakening?
just to
not in real life.
to be masturbating to a gay guy having sex with
No,
Lea
he was
Michele.
gay. Do you think I've been watching something with a gay person in it if I had have known? No.
But speaking of though,
Of gay, is that what you
no, of Spring Awakening, Lea Michele, Jonathan Groff, and sex. While they were
While the,
Tick, 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 tick.
tick
Yep.
tick tick, just connecting all the dots. I'm like, I was gonna say Rain Man, but that's you can't say that anymore, can you?
Gen Z's
Gen Z trying to
cancelled
cancel
Rain
Rain
Man.
Man.
Jesus.
I'm assuming that you're going to talk about how she showed him her vagina.
Exactly that. Yeah, you're reading my mind today. It's
Oh,
great.
you know that this is my shit.
I think I know about this one actually.
What do you know about it?
She showed him her vagina, right?
Yeah.
Did I say
So
that?
Yeah.
nauseated by the word
I think
vagina.
he was curious, and she was
Yes.
also curious.
To see.
She was down for Jonathan at the time.
Oh,
'cause I don't think
absolutely.
he had come out to her at that point.
He
And
hadn't?
no.
Oh,
And
so
she was like, well, you want to see my vagina? And
She
then
got up
I
on
think
a desk
eventually.
and used a desk lamp and showed him with the desk lamp.
Jeez,
And they
that's
were like-
sweet.
They're into the.
He actually was straight before that. And then from that point onwards, it's strictly dick.
Yeah.
There's like an interview of both of them that's intercut, which is how everybody found out that they did that. And
From
in
the Spring
her
Awakening
points,
documentary.
she's like, well, he said, I'm curious. And I said, I'll show you right now. That's how close we are. And then it cuts to him and he goes, and then she showed me her vagina with a desk lamp.
That's actually how Eadie and I met.
Yeah. Tom showed me his vagina with a desk lamp.
I think that's great. That's
Yeah.
sweet.
And
is
they're
a little
still
bit sweet.
besties to this day. And it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Interesting that he can stand her.
I think my theory, Jonathan Groff is so lovely. I love him so much. He's got a bit of darkness in him. Like there's something off.
We've all
What do
seen
you think
Looking.
it is?
Oh yeah. I don't know what it is, but like he's so outwardly nice and like, he's
Have you met him?
I did stage door for Little Shop of Horrors when I was
That
in
does
New
not
York.
count.
So yes,
What did he say to you?
He
Did
said,
he say there's some darkness in you?
Yeah, he's like,
No
"I
one
have
else
some
knows
dark-"
but you.
Yeah.
Looking at you, I can tell that you're ready to hear that there's some
You
darkness
see
in
me.
you.
Exactly. But yeah, I just feel like there's something off about him.
I don't
Because
I
like to
don't
be
feel
best
that.
friends with Lea Michele, there has to be a darkness in you.
He has,
Yeah.
well, maybe, I don't know, maybe they've got,
Being the friends with Lea Michele is a darkness.
maybe he's been like, cursed.
Maybe the darkness
there's
is
been
a
hex
gun
put on you or
off
something.
camera.
Yeah,
Lea
literally.
Michele, like
He's like, fuck,
my
I'm stuck
friend.
here.
He's got something that he wants.
I would be friends with Lea Michele.
I actually think this is what I was saying before, speaking of her vagina with the desk lamp. This is my theory about Lea Michele's vagina. I think she has an innie.
Why
Do you have anything
It's
to
not
back
funny.
up this theory? Do you have
Yeah.
any concrete evidence?
She moves through the world like somebody who has
Oh,
an
yeah.
innie vagina and thinks that makes her better than everybody else.
Absolutely.
I
And
also have an
it's
innie
like
vagina,
I
so-
can see
it's like
this.
pale pink.
It's, yeah, absolutely. Which, to clarify, every vagina is incredible and perfect. I just think that she
Agreed.
We
thinks
say
that
that
she
every
has a
episode.
superior vagina.
Okay.
You say that every episode.
Want that on record?
Okay, yeah, I see that for her. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like she'll show it to you if you ask. So just
I've asked.
Let's bring her in.
send her an email. Just see, does she have social media?
Yes, she does.
She
Okay.
does. She
Yeah.
did take a
I
break
follow her.
from Twitter. Did she not?
I think so. After the infamous
After
cancellation
Shit
of
and Wig
2020.
Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh
black
yes, we'll
square.
get to
We'll
that.
get to that.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
but she's on the TikTok, right?
Well, yeah, she's
Yeah.
on TikTok. She's on Instagram.
She's on
Okay.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Right.
Which again,
Well, we'll have
get
to
to
reach
that.
out. We'll reach out. So show us your
Yeah.
vagina.
Yeah, we'll just say innie ? And she'll say, "What is?" She said,
Yeah.
That's what it is. What are these shapes?
So Spring Awakening was her big break. Is that
Yes.
it?
Yeah, she
Okay.
had some
Yeah.
pretty big-ish roles before that. But
Okay.
then Spring Awakening, I guess, also because it was a new musical that did super, super well.
Yeah.
Right.
And she starred in it.
I think I could still play Hanshin. I'm young.
100%.
Young gay guy. Anyway,
Let's put on our own production.
period.
Right now.
Right now.
Well, we've been talking about putting on a production of Doubt.
Okay.
We have
We
4
wanted
people.
to stage that. We've got a Doubt. 4 people is like famous Doubt. You
We've
know,
got a
it's like
doubt.
3 people is
We've
the
got a
Charlie's
doubt.
Angels. 4 is a Doubt.
It's a doubt. It's the collective noun of 4 people. It's a doubt of people.
We're having doubts. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you guys can join the production if
Yeah,
you
cool.
like.
Cool. I've never seen, but I'm sure it's great.
We're
I know
gonna-
the movie, of course. But
Yeah. I've not seen the show either. That's why I wanted to put it on because I wanted to,
Yeah.
you know, if not now, when? If not me, then who?
Us.
And
We're
it's going to be a
actually
musical?
pivoting
Yes.
into, yeah.
Oh, it's a musical,
theatre.
is it?
Yes. Yeah.
I think
I
maybe
know what
have
cast Lea
doubts. Oh, she could be good
She could be
as
good.
the Amy
Leah.
Adams role, maybe.
Oh, they should be
Yeah.
Sister Aloysius. Just
She
put
did-
that-
She's not old enough.
She did wear a habit in that one episode of Glee.
of course.
So,
When she did
um,
the one that was she was trying to be really offensive with it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
With Finn?
With Finn, yep. The
What was
have
it?
you the god one. It was
Yeah.
weird.
All
It was
I'm
weird.
thinking of is Run Joey Run, but I know that's not.
wasn't that?
Run,
No,
Joey,
famously
run.
wasn't that.
Well, shall we talk about Glee? Shall we?
Let's
Talk
talk
Yeah,
about
because she
Glee.
pretty much
Shall
went
we?
straight from Spring Awakening to Glee, but she did have in between a little stint as a travel show host.
That has been like making the rounds like this week. It's insane.
Yeah, have
That
you
was
seen
before
it?
Glee.
It was just before Glee. It was
That's
like in between
insane.
Spring Awakening and Glee.
So that
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be like celebrity Lea Michele travels. It
No,
was
No, because she says, "Hi, like I'm Lea Michele, journalist, blogger,
And travel
and
enthusiast.
borrowed
Journalist.
travel junkie."
Yeah.
She doesn't mention actress. She doesn't mention singer.
wow, actor. Really
She's a journalist
And isn't she just goes to like places in America?
in New
Oh,
York.
it seems quite
Just in
local.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's carrying her camera around.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
On the
Yes.
subway. A
Oh,
true
that's so
subway
good.
surfer.
Yes. I wonder how long that show lasted. Couldn't have been long.
I think it was a
think
web
2
series.
TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 TikToks worth.
Yeah.
And she was like, I've got to get to Glee.
Yeah.
And then
Now-
she got into a car accident.
On
Did
her
you know
way.
that? On her way to
Yeah.
a Glee audition.
Oh.
And she was pulling bits out of glass out of her hair. I think
It's
in the
like
tape you can see
Whiplash.
Wow.
Seen
Yes.
Whiplash?
it. Yes, you are. You are cerebral, aren't you?
Yes, exactly.
The infamous Glee
And
audition.
then she smacked Ryan Murphy in the face. Because
Yeah.
it called for in the script. And you can see, like, it's not even like some kind of spur of the moment decision that she has. He's at a panel like a meter away from her and she like clip-clops over and goes,
Jimmy's on over.
Yeah.
I would
smacks him in
love
the
to
face.
smack him in the face.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
she did what
did that
needed
for
to be
all of us.
done.
And for some
Yeah.
reason, like, she did that. He fell in love with her. He is so
Of
obsessed
course
with
he
her.
Yeah,
did.
because then he was
Yeah.
like, I'm going
That's-
to write the character of Rachel Berry around you.
Yes, and she nails it.
And
Wow.
one of the
Boy, did he.
greatest television heroes that I have ever come across in my life is Rachel Berry.
Yeah.
I have never felt, especially, and like you knew me when I was a child.
I did.
The most
I
rel-
was also a child.
yeah, we were children together.
Yeah, we were.
I feel really left out.
I know.
I have never related to a character more. Me at like age 15, 16, running around running my high school theatre department as if I'm Rachel Berry. It's so beautiful. to
So
see.
you're a monster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was absolutely a monster.
And did you shit in any wigs?
Threatened to.
I threatened to.
Threatened
No,
to.
God.
I
Why do
actually,
you think I've never worked with him again?
him.
Whoa.
I will bleep that out. Yeah. I actually, so I watched Glee for the first time ever in preparation for this.
Beautiful.
I watched the first episode and I watched the sectionals episode.
That's the first one you watched.
No, I watched.
Oh, you watched
the
episode
first
number. It's a
episode.
great
Yeah,
pilot.
episode
the
number
pilot
one.
is airtight.
It was good, but I have
You
to
can be
say,
honest, it's
I have to
fine.
say, it pissed me off. Like
Why?
the whole ending when they're all like singing, and I'm like,
Oh,
these-
for a while.
Don't stop believing.
I'm like-
Are you kidding me?
Come
One of the
on.
most beautiful moments of television ever.
corny.
You're corny.
I said these fags
Yeah.
need to get off my
You
screen.
got to remember, it was 2009.
yeah, it was
Okay.
Obama
The point is
era.
that it's corny.
Yeah.
But it was too
It's
much for me.
delightfully
I
corny.
said these freaks, get them off. Like I was not on board with this.
What
at
did you
all.
think of Kurt Hummel's rendition of Mr. Cellophane?
Reminded you of
Oh,
yourself, I'm sure.
I was
Yeah.
like, whatever.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Never even know.
I did find it very throwback in, you know, the kind of like, I think his first scene, they're going to like throw him in a dumpster for being gay.
Yeah.
And they also
They lock the wheelchair kid in the toilet.
wheelchair Artie Abrams is
Artie
his name.
Abrams.
Yeah.
Say his name.
Have some respect.
And then they flip it around. I think about that every time I'm in a porta potty. They lock him in the porta potty and then they flip they knock the porta potty over so he's covered in doo-doo caca.
No, they don't do it.
As
They
the
don't do
French
it because
would say.
one of them rescue. I don't know their names. I think
Finn.
it's
Because
Finn.
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 Well, you don't know that name.
I watched 1 3/4 of an episode.
Finn.
Finn
God rest
Hudson.
his soul.
Yes, rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
Corey Monteith.
I share a birthday with Mark Sailing.
The pedophile.
Okay, keep that
Yes.
one to yourself.
Yeah. The one
What's the
who-
opposite of God rest his soul?
Yeah, God burn in hell.
August 17.
to
So
know.
it's the other week.
Is that a what's that? Is that a Gemini? No.
Leo.
Leo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
Just had to
Yeah.
get that
Interesting.
off my chest.
What's
You know-
Lea Michele?
Oh, what would she be?
I mean,
She's got to be a fire sign.
What's the worst?
The worst one. What's the worst
I
one?
feel like
She's
she'd
the
be
worst
a
one.
Capricorn.
I
but
get
I'm
okay,
also a
like Virgo,
unfortunately.
Capricorn, but that's a little too obvious, I think.
Let me find out.
Looking up her birth chart.
God.
I did. I
She's a
have some.
Virgo.
Okay.
That makes
Virgo.
sense. That makes
Damn,
sense.
you got it.
That does
Knew
make
it.
sense. I did have some laughs in the show though.
What got you?
When she get the thing in her face. What do you call that? A Slurpee.
It's a Slurpee.
So when
it's
they
a
were
slushy.
abusing
It's
Lea
called
Michele,
getting
that's when you
slushied.
laughed. Got it.
Yeah.
Getting slushied. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it was.
It became a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Usually I don't like when TV shows try to imply that something is a thing that already exists and we need to get on board, but they really made it work.
Oh yeah.
Really? Were people doing this to each other?
No.
Oh.
But after.
Not before Glee.
Yeah.
Well, no, after Glee, were people getting, what is it
That
called?
I-
Slushied?
Slushied. Yeah.
I feel like that would be very like
refreshing.
Cold.
Nice in summer. Oh,
Well,
no
yeah,
shit. You're like,
It's
I
ice
think getting
bag.
ice thrown in your face would be cold. Thanks, James.
I don't think it'd be very nice.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it was made out of something. I think apparently initially they did just use like slushies.
Yeah.
And it was awful and painful.
That would be really cold.
Yeah.
That's a good call, Leah. And then I think they switched it to something else, but apparently, yeah, they just like it was the worst part of any shoot day.
So
Because often they
does
would
this
do. You
happen
can
a
see
lot?
sometimes that
It
their
does
hair is
happen a
already
lot.
It's happened a few times.
It's
It happens constantly.
It's a running
recurring
theme.
theme,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
motif of the show.
We should bring that back.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
slushy
There's a
people.
7-Eleven down the corner.
I
Let's
know.
go.
Just wandering the streets of Brunswick. Like,
Just
I've got some people I want to do that too.
yeah.
You want a slushie?
I can go on a walk in Brunswick. I can see at least 10 people that I need to slushy, like just any time of
Until
day.
I shouldn't hear.
So did you in the pilot? Do you find out about the fake pregnancy?
No.
Oh,
Is that
spoiled
Will's
it.
wife?
Yeah,
it is Will's wife.
'Cause
She
I-
has a hysterical pregnancy, and so she.
What
keeps
is a
faking it.
hysterical pregnancy?
It's when you,
show
I guess,
the symptoms
yeah.
of being pregnant.
your tummy swells.
But wait, is it hysterical
and-
because she's faking it? Like intentionally faking it?
No.
No,
So
no.
she
So
has
initially,
the
it
hysterical
is medically a
pregnancy,
hysterical
Ah, that's right,
pregnancy,
yeah.
and
and
then
then
the
turns
doctor.
out she's not pregnant, and she keeps pretending to.
If I had a
And
nickel.
she's like, "Well, I've gained." She's like, "If I've gained 20 pounds," and he's like, "Well, the ultrasound shows an entire chicken bone in your stomach."
20-pound chicken bone, the world's biggest chicken.
now that you've told me about that, I'm going to definitely have a hysterical pregnancy.
So,
I love a fake, illness.
Munchausen.
I actually
Yeah.
have something to tell you, Sam.
A Munchausen pregnancy. You're expecting
I'm
a Thai chicken
with,
bone.
with your child.
originally, it was supposed to be a much more adult-oriented
Yeah,
show.
but then
Yeah, then it made too much money. And then they're like,
Right.
And that's also why the episode after Sectionals was supposed to be the finale of season 1, and then they got picked up, I think, for 9 more.
Yeah.
So that's why when it comes back in, the budget's really different. And then when those started airing, they're like, actually, can you do 5 more at the end? So it's a really long
Wow.
season.
Okay.
mhm.
And it
You
keeps,
really have the trivia.
yeah. I went
Yeah.
into a pretty deep hole during lockdown.
oh, of course.
Like a rewatch?
No, I started listening to. I rewatched multiple times.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I've actually still never seen the very last episode.
What?
Never.
Refuse to.
You need
The
to.
book-
I think maybe it's because I don't want it to end.
The book is still
But
open.
it's so beautiful.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my
We'll watch
god.
it together.
It's like you
Yeah.
tore out the last page of the book.
Can I give you one
know?
spoiler?
What? Who dies?
Finn. Kidding.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
No, I don't know if I want to give
Are
you
you
one
are you
spoiler.
gonna-
Wait,
gonna-
well, I'm gonna block my ears.
About who Leah ends up with. Well, Rachel,
Yeah.
sorry. Who Rachel ends
Oh.
up with.
Oh, I think I maybe.
And what happens to her on the last episode.
Okay, don't spoil it to me.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
I'm gonna watch it
Edie.
when I
You
get
gotta
home.
watch it.
Are you serious?
I have a date tonight that I'm literally gonna text him saying, we need to do it an hour later. Or you can come over and we'll watch Glee, but I'm not gonna look at you or pay you any attention.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
During that perfect amount of time, which is 45 minutes.
Surely the finale's longer, right?
And I should hope so.
If today you actually watch the Glee finale, that's fucking massive.
I will do it.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
The closure you need.
Is she's in it all? Because I thought
She's
kind
the
of
main
people-
character.
No, but I thought people-
Hello.
Yeah, people leave because people die.
There's
Oh, really?
There's like,
Then Corey Monteith died.
I knew that.
yeah.
But the show Glee is about Rachel Berry.
Yeah.
I
There's
don't give
a
a fuck.
couple episodes.
I don't give a
that she's
fuck
not
what
in,
anyone
maybe
says.
like 1 or 2.
People are like Mercedes, Santana. This is the Rachel Berry show.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
the best character. She
Yeah.
has the best songs. She has the most songs. What is your favorite Glee performance? Is the correct answer.
Oh, I have a few. Do you mean favorite Glee performance or favorite Glee song? Because I think some of the arrangements are genuinely fantastic.
Give us both. Give us both.
I controversially love the arrangement that Mercedes does of "Ain't No Way" by Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
Period.
Agreed.
with the gospel choir.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like it more than the original.
Okay. Is that your?
Um,
What's your favorite performance?
Oh, okay. I mean,
Sam.
Just that one in
Try
the
him out.
first episode was amazing.
River Deep Mountain High is
Oh, that's
pretty up
good.
there with Naya
Yeah.
and Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that for now.
Okay.
I guess it would have to be "Don't Rain on My Parade." for
Okay.
me.
True. Well, you're
Also
both
that.
wrong because the correct performance is actually My Man.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who sings that?
Leah Michele. Oh, my man, I love him so.
He'll never
What
know.
song is it?
My Man
My
from
Man.
Funny Girl, the
Okay.
movie.
Not in the stage show, but
Okay.
was put in the stage show when she did it.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
She
Wasn't
just
it?
sung it as a curtain.
Oh, that's right. She sang it at the curtain.
She sang
yeah.
it at the curtain call
Did
of
you
the
do it
last
at your?
show.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, but it's beautiful. I
Okay.
it's just them.
I've seen Funny Girl the musical actually at Emmaus College. They did
Okay. Well,
Not with Leah.
no.
Not with Leah. But so, you know.
Before we move on from Glee, though, do you have to point out that before Glee started, Leah and Matthew Morrison dated.
Yeah.
Her and Mr. Shu.
Mr. Shu plays the teacher.
Yeah.
They dated for
They were
like
both in the
Because of
Broadway
a
scene.
Notes on a Scandal too.
Yeah.
because I think the age difference is like
8 years?
9 years or 8
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not that crazy.
But also, I guess she was pretty young when
She
they
was very
started doing
young,
that.
yeah.
Which
because
is,
he was in South Pacific when she was in Spring Awakening, so they would have been at the
Oh, that
same
makes sense.
events and things for Tony Awards
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Interesting.
Are they all
Interesting.
from musical theatre worlds? Or are
I think that
Matthew Morrison definitely is.
Yeah.
He
Um,
originated Link Larkin, did he not?
Yes, he
Yes,
did. Link,
he did.
yeah, on
And he
Broadway.
was Fabrizio
I
in
knew
The
that
Light in the
one.
Piazza.
But a lot of
Unfortunately, I
the
did.
guest stars were Broadway.
Yeah, Kristen
Yeah.
Chenoweth.
Yeah.
Idina Menzel played her mother.
Hello.
Then Idina Menzel plays Lea Michelle's mum,
they?
her birth mother.
And then a year or so ago, she was like, I think we should have played sisters.
and she I shouldn't say birth mother. her.
Beast.
And she then has an affair with Mark Saling in the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
She's
Your
she's a
birthday
teacher.
twin.
She
keep
fucks
bringing
your
that up.
birthday twin, the child student,
oh.
Yeah.
which is
They really
Wait, she was a substitute teacher?
No, she was
No,
the
the choir
coach of the
teacher.
rival.
Yeah,
the rival.
yeah.
She was
I have
vocal
seen the show.
adrenaline. Hello.
They were all about breaking down boundaries on Glee.
fake pregnancies.
Every stigma
Mr.
and
Shu
taboo.
plants drugs in Finn's locker in episode 1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
To get him to join the show
Yeah.
choir.
Speaking of Mr. Shu, do you have something you want to show?
Yeah, I do.
Show the
Okay,
gang, the
here we
crew.
go.
In
Where did you put it?
It's here. So, what do you need to know before I show this to you is that, so you know that there have been 3 deaths from the Glee cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're smiling as you say this. Yes.
You're responsible for all of them.
With the
Not
gun.
Naya.
With your
All
gun.
my mysterious deaths. So,
Yeah.
Naya Rivera,
Corey Monteith.
Corey Monteith,
Mark
and
Saling.
Mark Saling. Mark Saling, who, how did he die? Do you know?
Suicide.
Mm.
Yes.
This is so unnerving.
You got the. Why are you smiling so hard?
Because I know what I'm about to show them.
Okay, yeah, true.
So Mark Saling was famously a pedophile.
Yes.
That's why he killed himself, because he was about to go to jail, or he was in jail when he died. And
Okay.
so then after he died, Matthew
I
Morrison.
know what you're going to talk about. I think.
Say.
Keep going.
Say.
Posted a photo of Matthew Morrison posted a photo of him in the middle, and it was Corey Monteith and Mark Saling, and it was just like a heart caption, comments off.
The caption was angel emoji, human emoji, angel emoji.
Comments off in black and white. Really.
Matthew Morrison.
Tasteful.
There is another reference that in what I'm about to show you, which is where there's an episode where they discuss being a minority.
Yeah.
And so Sue of Sylvester fame,
Yep.
decides to split them up and takes a lot of the minorities into her own group. And then, because they're like, we're not being heard, we're not being prioritized. And the moral of that story is that they are all wrong. They
Okay.
need to stop talking.
Yeah.
That's what Ryan Murphy wanted to tell us. And so in the end, they merge back together. And Mr. Shu says, I'm ready to listen to you now because you're all minorities. You're in the
We're in
Glee
the Glee
Club.
Club.
Okay.
So when I turned 22, Tom gave me this birthday card.
Hey girl, I heard it's your birthday. Open me up for a surprise.
It's a picture of Matthew Morrison with a speech.
Okay.
Matthew
You can't
Morrison
see
Who
as
plays Mr. Shu?
I don't know how to describe exactly what I'm looking at here.
We'll describe it in great detail. That's how you should describe
I'm going to get
it.
Sam to take the lead on that one.
Let me have a look. Okay. This is the worst thing I've seen in my life. It's yes, so it's a picture of sort of a collage work
Collage.
in the card, and
I am an
it's-
artiste.
It's Mark Saling, Mr. Shu, and Corey Monteith, and they're all naked.
I think it's quite masterfully done.
And this is just
What would you say the state of their
obscene.
penises is?
So Mark and Corey are both hard. Corey's more sort of
I
semi,
want like inches.
but they look sort of like maybe 7 inches.
7?
I reckon I would say 6 to 7. And then Mr. Shu is soft, but he's
Is he?
he's in the middle.
Why
Yeah.
would you give me a soft penis card? Oh yeah,
But it's
All
he's sort of
penises are
straight out.
beautiful.
That I do not believe.
It's kind of one of those like, do you see the woman or the candlestick? Because I see it as completely soft.
I see the candlestick.
And yeah,
I see the woman.
Corey and Mark have angel wings on them. And it says me and my 2 angels.
I don't even remember what the words
This
were.
is
You're gonna get me absolutely cancelled completely.
this is completely obscene, but it's a quite well done Photoshop actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually
Face
did
to
it or
neck,
if
it all
I
matches
found it. I
perfectly.
think I actually did it.
I'm so sure you did. I do not think that exists in nature. I think you did.
It's a real photo, Edie.
That's a really special card. I'm glad you've
Glad
held
that
on
you
to
two
that.
have each other.
Yeah, it lives on her fridge. Like
It does
in
live on my fridge.
Like public. So people come over and they see that.
It's also like it's saying at the front saying, "Hey girl, open me up for a surprise." People are enticed.
Yeah.
They open it up.
How could
Once,
you not be?
2 new friends, I ran into somebody with their friend and they needed to borrow something from my house. And so they came over and they saw it and they were like genuinely really upset by it. They were really appalled. They left immediately.
I think Sam can relate.
I haven't spoken to them
Yeah.
since. They won't talk to me anymore.
Yeah, we're not being invited back on the pod. They come dressed as freaks. And we bring porn.
Yeah.
I did have my Mark Sailing costume ready to
Would you have done it with Mohawk or post Mohawk?
with Mohawk, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
For
mean,
the
I think
classic.
you'd rock a mohawk, Sam.
Yeah.
you're trying to sabotage me.
I would never do that.
You don't want me to be beautiful.
I didn't send her to an active crack house.
That's from Glee, right?
That is
Yeah.
true.
So down, you're learning.
Yeah. She he was quite famous. The
Yeah,
person
in
who
like the
played-
Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah, which is an interesting crossover. I wonder, like, if the show was super popular in the Philippines.
I don't. It was very popular all around
Yeah,
the world.
entire
It was.
world.
Across the globe.
It was one of the most
Did
popular.
they have a tour here to Australia?
No, they didn't.
Despite your
The
letters.
disdain in your
Don't
voice.
talk to me about that.
Who
Very
went?
upset.
Who
It
went on
didn't-
the tour? All of them?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be.
And they
That's
like
crazy,
performed
isn't
flat
it?
out for like 3 hours. All the
Yeah.
greatest hits.
You know, Glee is
That's
like
awesome.
one of the artists who like be on the Billboard like the most. Glee cast.
They beat
Glee.
out
Mhm.
the Beatles for the
Yeah.
most number ones.
Rightfully so.
Well, that's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
But so are
You've
they
had a
all?
Beatlemania. How about Glee mania?
Yeah. I mean, I
Are
feel
you a
like
Gleek?
Glee has
been a
been too normalized in the past few years. Like the lockdown, post-lockdown.
Yeah.
Glee was kind of a shameful thing before that, but then like lockdowns happened and everyone was like, we love Glee again.
That's the thing.
And that's been really bothersome for me.
I watched Glee every week, week by week, till the end, and I was shamed. I was.
As
I
you
was
should.
I thought you meant you do
exiled.
it now.
I was put to the curb. I was called
no.
a
By who?
freak. People across the nation.
That's the correct.
Society.
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 They said you musical theatre faggot watching Glee all the time.
I
And
say that to you every week still.
And then lockdown came around, and I think it went hand in hand with like the Lea Michele can't read and the getting cancelled, which we'll get into. Everyone started watching Glee
There are a lot
again.
of Glee rewatching podcasts,
Exactly.
which were my
Too
Yeah.
many. I don't need fucking Tina Cohen-Chang and Artie Abrams to be doing a Glee rewatch podcast. Get a job.
Who are they?
Initially, that's Artie, the wheelchair
wheelchair.
kid,
Okay.
as you so lovingly call him,
And the goth.
and the goth.
I kissed a girl
The
goth.
goth with the
Yeah.
stutter.
No.
In the first episode.
Useless, man.
There's only like 5 characters in the first
people have
episode.
been asking us for years to do a Glee episode, and I'm like, he won't do it.
Yeah.
He won't.
I see why now.
I'm like, he
There's
will
no way
not.
I'm
There's
watching
almost
that
too much to cover in one episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite line from the show that comes to mind?
Easily, like I put a star next to my name because that's what I am, a star.
As the star burns through the paper.
Exactly. Oh, I also love these are my dads. We don't know which one's my real one.
One's black.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was in the
But
first
then-
episode.
But
Yeah.
then when it like as the season goes on, they like don't follow that through. It's like Jeff Goldblum and some white guy. It's
Yeah.
like
The other guy, I think, is black, but it's definitely not the two people
As
from
black,
the.
yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's the right way to say that.
that's you know what I mean.
There's a line that Sue says that's so fantastic, and it's like in a later season, and it's when for some reason she's got all of the There's a group called the Warblers, a rap a cappella group.
Okay.
That's Darren Chris.
That's
Darren
Darren
Chris.
Chris.
So it's a group
okay.
of boys from an all-boys school, and I think that
They're all
like,
gay.
They're most of them are gay, and so they're all like staying. For some reason, Sue is like, I'm gonna host an all-night like sleepover where you have to come up with like you have to stay in the auditorium all night, and you all have to come up with a performance by the morning.
Okay.
And there are two.
It's a normal high school
Yeah.
activity, you know.
And there are two warblers sitting next to each other, and they put up their hand. They go, "How will we sleep?" And she says, "Well, I imagine the two of you will sleep inside of each other."
So, Darren Chris, do we love or
We
hate?
love
love.
Darren Chris.
Okay.
We love
Yeah.
When he said, I'm not going to be gay anymore.
Yeah.
He said,
Wow.
we love.
because of Rachel
Glee.
Berry.
What?
Wait, what?
There's an episode in Glee where they kiss, and he
Oh.
decides that he might be bisexual.
Oh, no.
And
I
then he
mean, like,
realizes
in real
correctly
life.
that
No, I mean in
bisexuality
real-
does
Oh,
not
exist.
exist.
I meant in real life when he said
yeah.
when he won an Emmy for playing a
yeah.
gay guy, and then he's like, I'm going to stop this now.
Yeah, he won an Emmy and was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
He also played
Because he played Hedwig. He played... he did like a few like
What was the Ryan Murphy show that he won for? It was
American Crime Story. The
That's
Versace
one of the best
It
shows
is
that I've ever seen.
very
I think
good.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he can play a gay guy. I think it's fine for him because
Yeah.
he's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
He eats cat food in that
That's yes.
show, which is I've heard something
Word on the
that
street though.
you people do.
is that
So-
he-
that lines up.
It does be looking pretty good sometimes. Yeah.
gay people be eating cat food. That's a full quote from this.
Gay people be
That's
eating
the
cat
TikTok
food.
right there.
He should be in like a Luca Guadagnino movie. Like,
Yeah.
he should be sucking off Drew Starkey in that new one.
I'd
I'd like to see
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him together.
Do you see people were already filming the cinema screen for that movie, Queer? Like, I had to scroll past some video of Daniel Craig sucking cock.
Oh my god.
You scrolled past.
Well, I think, because I was like, I wanted to save it for the cinema.
Oh, you want to save it?
Cinephile.
Wait,
I
Daniel,
said,
wait, what?
I said no spoilers.
Daniel Craig is in this Luca Guadagnino film.
And he
that
sucks
premiered.
cock.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
Queer.
He plays the titular queer.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Daniel
Why?
Craig's
It's
he's
Daniel Craig's fruity.
he's
Yeah.
he's a DL. Like,
him
can play
and
that.
Rachel
Is that
Weisz. you know.
well, it's true to me.
And I believe that.
It's true in my narrative. Yes.
He plays it so well, though.
Well, remember he's
gay, yeah.
he's
He's gay
a
in
little
Knives
gay
Out.
in and James Bond. He's rumored to be bisexual.
Is
They don't
James Bond
exist.
bisexual?
Well, yes.
Yeah, we covered
It's
this.
actually
That's a myth.
Yeah.
it's actually canon. He's bi.
Oh.
Because remember, there's the one with Javier Bardem, and he's like touching his thighs.
I've never
I've
seen a
seen
James
it,
Bond.
no.
movie.
I've seen every single one.
We watched
James
Lea
Bond is
Michele
your
sex
Glee.
scene, Glee,
yeah.
and the music video for her number
Yeah.
one hit,
And
Cannonball.
Let's talk about it.
All right,
I
let's
watched
move on
that.
from Glee.
Yep.
Otherwise, we'll be here for days.
I think that's written by Sio, right?
Yes.
Oh, that makes so much
What?
sense.
But it's bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Tom actually truly is a lifelong Sia fan.
lifelong.
Yeah. Tom became
like it's
more of
a
a fan.
terminal
So
illness.
you were
Yeah.
one of the 3 people that saw music.
Yeah.
I
It was actually just Tom 3 times.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but when I worked at Gold Class Cinemas, it was out, and so I've practically seen the whole movie, but in just like 30 seconds.
I'm sure it was selling
chunks.
out, right?
Oh, absolutely.
The gold class was
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Let's go
Turak,
see
the
music
Turak
in
mums
Gold Class.
loved it.
I saw Cats in gold class. I don't fuck around.
I would.
Yeah.
That's a good gold class
Yeah.
decision.
Music is like.
But I can't believe
you take
Sia
the
wrote
family.
that song.
What song?
Cannonball.
Cannonball, right?
The way she says cannonball in it
It's
is so.
musical theater-y.
She says cannonball.
It's
It's
not.
so incredibly singular.
It's not a good song.
It's
No,
bad.
it's-
It has
terrible
like
song.
at least 200 million views on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
it was
it
insane.
did well, and I
Why?
think that was just like coasting off the Glee.
Did it really do well?
It went like number 6 on the Billboard charts.
I have
Like
no
it
memory of
sold pretty well. I think in America more than
what
anything.
did Sneaker Night reach?
Not that high.
What's that?
You don't know Sneaker Night?
Vanessa
by
Hudgens' Sneaker Night?
No, I don't know it.
We don't have time.
Basically.
we don't have time.
No,
We
that's-
What we're gonna do is
Yeah.
dance.
Basically, what we're going to do is dance.
Did Leah have a follow-up single? Like what happened?
She had a couple. Nothing really hit as hard.
No.
But I mean, Cannonball's a classic. Can you
She
do
had that
again?
album of covers as well.
Again.
One more time.
Like a cannonball.
That's really good.
She's in the room with us. She lives.
Actually,
She's alive.
it was everyone like all the reviews were like, "This is kind of awful, but God, can she sing?"
I mean,
I saw one
and
tweet
that's-
about Funny Girl
Yeah,
as
it's
well
Lea
that said,
Michele.
I regret to inform you that I did just see Funny Girl and she was
Hello,
incredible.
hello. I paid disgusting
How
amount of
much?
money. I will get to it when we talk
Okay,
about
okay.
Should we talk about the allegations? I mean,
Which ones? Illiteracy
The ones against us.
or fervent racism? Or the ones against us.
The ones
For both
against
the
us.
same thing.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the same thing.
yes,
Well-
the onset. So what happened? Like, how did this all come out?
It was the black square, like, you know, when people posted black squares after
Okay.
George Floyd.
Yeah,
Yeah, she posted.
she
that.
posted
Yeah.
one.
and then
With a caption about you. Sorry.
yeah. And then her co-star Semari Ware, I think her name was,
Yeah.
came out and was like, "Remember when you made my first television gig a living hell? Because I'll never forget. I believe you told everyone that if you had the opportunity, you would shit in my wig, amongst other traumatic microaggressions that made me question my career in Hollywood."
Did she comment this on her picture?
She posted it on
think-
her Instagram story. I think
Okay.
there's like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Because Lea Michele, like the caption was like, "I've always championed black people in my work.
Yeah.
I've always been supporter of." Yeah. So
But then it was funny. Well, it wasn't funny, but a lot of people came out and were like, yes, she was awful. She was a terrible person to work with. I don't think she was just like racist though. I think it was just like she's awful to everyone.
It was like an equal
That was the
opportunities.
vibe. Because like, what did Heather Morris said? With that said, was she unpleasant to work with? Very much so.
Did I hate her? Yes.
But Heather Morris, the whitest of white people, being
Yeah.
like, "But she was never racist to me."
Yeah. Matthew Morrison was like, I don't think that she was actively racist. The issue is that she was just mean.
Well,
and
he's
she got away with
sexually
a lot.
biased.
Yeah.
Did they really say that?
Yeah.
Sexually biased.
Yeah.
And apparently she
It's a
was
good
awful
phrase.
during Spring
Because of
Awakening as well. Have you
What?
heard about
Because
all
of
of
Eadie.
this?
Yes, I have heard that she was also awful. It's
Yeah,
pretty
she
great.
would like
Yeah.
wouldn't
Really?
like she had like this Jonathan Groff because like famously Jonathan Groff grew up on like a farm, so they went away to this like farm trip.
Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know your Jonathan Groff law? Keeping up with Jay Groff?
So wait, they went on a trip together.
Yeah, so they
Is that
whole
where she
cast went
showed
away,
him her
and
vagina?
then
Oh.
like the understudies and all that came, and she was like, "Oh no, this is for principals only. You're not part of the cast. Sorry."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can understand that.
Yeah.
I think I'm on Leah's
You're on a
side.
side.
As a principal, many times.
Yeah.
yeah, and
You're
apparently
only
she-
saying that because you know that you're the Leah and I'm the understudy.
Exactly.
In this duo.
Let's get it straight. Let's get it on record.
There was a blind item that I saw about when they first started Glee. They, for some reason, the network had this party where like no one knew what the show was yet, but they hired a bunch of lookalikes of the lead characters.
Oh my
and just
god.
to have them like walking around, but then also the lead characters were also there. So I don't really know why they did that. It sort of just seems
That's
intentionally
insane.
you were there.
Yeah, that's how we got our big break.
That's how we met. And apparently Lea Michele went up to her lookalike and said, "Why would they pick you? You're so fucking ugly." And then Corey Monteith, and that person wrote the blind item. She said, Corey Monteith came up to me and said, "I'm so sorry that she said that. You're beautiful." And then
He's
he died.
clearly used to doing like the damage control.
damage
of,
control
like,
for
I'm
his
so sorry about
girlfriend, Lea
her.
Michele.
Yeah.
It's like the Portia Ellen relationship. Yeah.
And apparently, like when they filmed Turkey Lurkey Time, Let's Have a Kiki, which is also one of the best songs. on
I've
Glee.
seen that.
You have
Period.
seen that?
Yeah.
Willem was supposed, Willem
Yeah,
was
I
supposed to
did
be
hear
in it,
that.
and he was like, Lea Michele was awful to all of us, so I walked off set. And like, do you know who Willem is?
Drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with the gay culture.
Can I get a yas queen?
The hilarious Sam McGowan. RuPaul, I know that one too.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's have a kiki.
and then
Fantastic.
It's Turkey Lurkey Time.
isn't there some like it's from a podcast or something, and they're all laughing about Lea Michele?
Oh,
like
when
she got.
When she like the airplane was like going through turbulence and she like fell. It's like Jenna Ushkowitz, like Amber Riley. Yeah.
Which is interesting because when they first started, when Jenna Ushkowitz and Kevin McHale,
Yeah.
so Artie and Tina, wheelchair kid,
Thank you.
when they
Who
first
actually
started,
can walk in real life.
Yeah.
Yes, I did know that. And he's gay, right?
He's gay, yeah.
He's
That's his
gay. Oh,
He's
blind.
a gay guy.
Is he gay in the show?
No.
No.
Okay.
he's very straight, and
Yeah.
he also like you can see him. He's a great dancer, so you can sort of see him like bopping around,
Yeah,
moving
Moving
his legs. When they first started their podcast about like rewatching Glee, she was on it. There was a Lea Michele
Oh,
episode,
wow.
and then when they rebooted it, they had that episode aired where they were like talking about her falling in the plane, and then also they had Mr. Cellophane on, Kurt Hummel.
Oh yes.
Chris
And-
Colfer.
Another gay guy.
See, I know the
Yeah.
actual.
He kind of looks like you.
Not really.
Make your mouth look like you have no teeth.
He lives.
The worms.
What's he up to these days?
He writes
children's
books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But there's a lot
And
of
then
talk that he
nothing
doesn't
else.
write them.
Yeah.
Just
Is it
being
all kind of
gay.
like, LGBT family?
Yeah, it's that.
Okay.
He's
that
like, it's
vibe.
like fairy tale shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
With like
fairy-
2 princes.
Yeah.
Instead
Okay.
of the
Oh.
princess.
Jeez, what will they think of
Revolutionary.
next? Yeah.
He said on that podcast as well, they were like, "Are you going to go see Funny Girl?" And he said, "No, I can be triggered at home." So I think
They
they'll
all
fucking
hate her
Yeah, they
so
all-
much.
But God, can she sing?
God,
Okay.
can she sing?
God,
So-
can she
She
sing?
can see.
Can I ask, what is with the funny girl thing? Was there a connection before she did it in the sectionals episode? Or like, I just don't kind of...
This is my lord.
Why
So
did it become
many
such a
connections.
big thing?
That's the thing.
James, you take it.
So, Lea Michele idolized Barbara Streisand.
Okay.
And then she sang Don't Rain on My Parade, and like that became like her
In
signature
Glee.
song on
No,
Glee.
but before that, when she was doing Spring Waking, and she would have like, maybe it wasn't not Spring Awakening, maybe it was one of the other Broadway shows she did, because she has done many. And she would have like self-doubt or have like a bad show, and she would be feeling a bit down. The director gave her a VHS copy of Funny Girl
Yeah.
and was like, watch this and this will cheer you up. And then that changed her life. She became obsessed.
She made that up,
Funny
definitely,
girl.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
She definitely made that
I
up.
just made that up, actually.
She
So
made
she
that up.
made it up.
But yeah. And then as the show progresses, like she eventually moves to New York, and like she stars in a revival of Funny Girl on Broadway in the Glee universe.
Okay.
And at that time, Ryan Murphy... No. Bartlett Sher had the rights to do Funny Girl with Lauren Ambrose from Yellow Jackets.
Okay.
And then that's
Which one is she in Yellow Jackets?
She's Older Van, the redhead.
Oh,
Yeah. I saw her in My Fair Lady on Broadway. Game changer.
I didn't know that.
Anyway,
she was
singer.
a musical person.
She's incredible.
Interesting.
I'll send you some links.
Please.
And then that lapsed. So Ryan Murphy bought the rights, and it was like, oh my God, they're going to do Funny Girl with Lea Michele. And then eventually he was like, no, I did it on Glee. Like, that's enough. I'm good. And then...
Thank God.
yeah.
We were spared from that. Ryan Murphy's
Yeah,
Funny
right?
Girl.
God. I mean, the one that was on Broadway wasn't much better, but... And then, post-COVID, I think they announced that the first time ever Funny Girl is like actually coming to Broadway. And they're like, oh my God, like, Lea Michele should do it. And then Beanie Feldstein gets cast, to which then starts this, like... Lea Michele is trending the day that the Beanie Feldstein casting announcement
Yes,
is made.
I
it's
remember
like,
this.
Yeah. Everyone was like, I saw a tweet that said Lea Michele is shitting in her wig right now.
Literally, Lea Michele can't read this, thank God. Like, and then that just kind of like kept her in the conversation generally. And this was like post-COVID, so it was like she'd been cancelled and was still kind of like everyone hated her.
Mm-hmm.
And then in between this, I feel like it's very important that we speak about the Spring Awakening documentary that came out, because that kind of was like the beginning of her image rehabilitation. And like that's where the story about her showing a vagina to Jonathan Groff came out. And like people were like, oh my God, we love her. And I was one of them people because I watched that Spring Awakening documentary and cried. Anyway, and then...
Gay guy.
Yeah. Big fat poofter. And then Funny Girl premieres on Broadway with Beanie. Everyone is like, this is awful.
Yeah, it got
Can't
bad.
sing the role.
Yeah.
I've actually watched clips of her singing
Yeah.
in it.
And I
she
feel
was doing her
bad.
So you've
best.
watched that, but you haven't watched Glee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as someone who saw Funny Girl at Emmaus College, I wanted to see how Beanie did.
Did it
you
hold
wanted
up?
to compare.
Yeah. I think
was
the
better?
kids were better. Yeah.
At Emmaus College.
Yeah.
I heard her acting was pretty good.
Beanies.
I actually heard
Well, the
that
kid from
She's a
Emmaus
funny girl.
College.
the kids from Emmaus. Beanie was
they were.
in the Emmaus College.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where she was discovered.
She still wanted to play
but she
the
still
role.
wasn't ready for Broadway.
Oh, and it's most
She had
important
tonsillitis.
to acknowledge that Jane Lynch was cast as the
Yes.
mother in Funny
yes.
Girl.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they get these terrible reviews. It gets like completely snubbed at the Tonys except for like a featured actor nomination. And then it's like hemorrhaging money. And then they announce that Beanie's leaving.
And she was skipping a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She couldn't hit the notes.
Was she skipping shows?
Well,
Yeah.
I think she was calling out, yeah.
Her understudy was fantastic.
Yeah,
as well.
Julie Benko. But yeah, and then they were losing money, and then they're like, we have to like get someone in. And the rumors started flowing that Lea Michele was going to be in it, and then Beanie withdrew earlier than expected, I think, because she found out that Lea was going to get it, and then it was basically just like, we're waiting for them to announce that Lea's going to be in it, and then She came, she saw, she conquered.
I love
Jane
that
Lynch
video. Oh, did she?
Jane Lynch
Yeah.
was like, nope, I'm
Yeah.
tapping out.
Yeah,
Good
the
for
day
her.
He's
before.
here, I'm gone.
It was interesting that like when Beanie was cast, when that announcement came out, everyone was so gleeful about like it was
Get out.
so fantastic that
It wasn't Lea.
that it wasn't Lea. Like
Yeah.
we were so excited that she didn't get what she wanted.
Yeah.
And then some turnaround happened in that period of time, and then when she got cast, everyone was like, "She's where she belongs. This is what she deserves."
Oh, it was funny because like people were asking Beanie about it. They were like, "What are your thoughts?" And she's like, "I don't know her." Like she literally was like, "I've never met this woman, but I wish her the
That's
best."
so bad for Beanie.
Oh no, this was before. This was before it premiered. So it was like a
the whole
shady-
situation. I just feel awful for Beanie.
I love that
As
video.
Australia's
from-
Italian Beanie Feldstein. I feel like
I love that video of Beanie where she's like saying that she has tonsillitis, so she's skipping shows. Have you seen this?
seen that.
And she's
Oh,
like,
it's
she's like,
like-
sometimes you just have to laugh.
Yeah, because it was like just after she announced that she was leaving, and then she got tonsillitis, and she was like, "Well, I'm out this week as well."
She's literally like, you have
Whoa.
to laugh.
Well, she's a funny girl.
She's a funny girl.
Poor thing. Well,
Um,
she bounced back with American Crime Story.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
doing spelling bee.
Yes,
At
with
Kennedy
Kevin
Centre.
McHale
Yeah.
from Glee.
Interesting.
The wheelchair guy.
The gay guy.
Yeah,
The gay wheelchair guy.
They were
yeah, it's
checker,
evolving.
Yeah.
which I would like to see. But
Who's playing fat? It's a fat role.
Will he be fat
allegedly.
too?
No, but it's a fat role.
Yeah.
Who is?
The role
McHale.
that Kevin's playing. Is
Oh,
like
and he's in the
written to be
wheelchair
fat.
again.
Like fat and wheelchair, they're the same, right? God.
God.
Spelling bee.
So it was the 25th annual Putnam County spelling bee. Thank you very much.
Can't wait for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then Lea was
And
a funny
so-
girl, and
And you saw it.
You saw it, and your thoughts?
Tell me about that.
she is the mother I never had, the sister I always wanted. I don't know a better woman. Genuinely, like one of the best Funny Girl's a bad show, but
Yeah.
one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. I
Would
was
you let her shit in your wig?
Yeah,
Okay.
I gave it. I threw my wig.
Through the wig.
I was like,
Shit, Leah, shit!
and you know what? I'm not apologizing for that. As
And nor should you.
a self-proclaimed Rachel Berry,
A nightmare.
what more can you
Yeah.
What more can you expect from me?
I actually will say something brave, which is that I don't like the tone of her voice, but I think she's an
I
incredible
don't like the tone of your voice right now, bitch. Come into my podcast.
I think she's a phenomenal vocalist. I think she's really good.
Very loud.
She is loud.
Very
she is
loud.
loud.
Yeah.
She is really fucking loud.
God, she's good.
And so
God,
where
she's good.
where did the she can't read thing come from?
So that was actually first came across my desk in it was like 2017 I first
Yeah,
heard
it
about
was
it was like ages
a while
ago.
ago.
And it was like if you knew you knew, but it was just like this like massive conspiracy that like she couldn't read, and there's like all this like coincidental evidence that like
She actually can't.
yeah
There are like
Yeah.
photos of her signing things, and she's just drawing. She's holding the pen with her fist. She's like drawing an X on it.
and like there's like all these award show clips where she's like announcing the winner, but she never says it. She'll
Yeah.
like open the envelope and then
She'll
like,
go.
yeah.
She'll react really strongly.
But then she had to ruin it by getting in on the joke.
Yeah, which
Well-
did ruin it. I
Well,
feel.
she initially came out. What was the direct quote?
Came
because
out.
it was incredible.
There's rumors.
As literate.
Came out as a
She
little.
said, I'm gay and I'm starting to use a wheelchair.
I am a gay guy.
I
went
feel like
to-
she wouldn't like the whole can't read thing. I even
I
when
think
she
it
got in
genuinely
it.
would infuriate
Oh,
her.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Like,
went
that's why
to
it took
Glee
her
every
so
single
long.
day. I knew my lines every
Yeah.
single day, and there's a rumor online that I can't read or write. It's sad. It really is. I think often if
It's
I were a
sad.
man, this wouldn't be the case.
She said, I'm so sick of running as
Gotta
fast
bring
as I
gay
can.
guys back into it.
Yeah.
But then she eventually got, when she was having like her career renaissance, she like got on TikTok and like made a video of her like calling Jonathan Groff and getting her to read, getting him to read her the
all the-
comments. And
Which
Yeah.
I can't help but feel like that was Jonathan Groff's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
it was
yeah.
somebody.
Babe,
It was
come
like,
here,
what
like,
are
let's-
the most famous things about you? You're friends with Jonathan Groff. You
Literally.
can't read. You're insufferable.
literally.
Yeah. You talking about me or?
I wish you were friends with Jonathan Groff.
We're more than friends.
But yeah, even after that, she did lean into it a lot. Like there were times when I think she was on The View or something. And they're like, just read this. And she kept saying, I came every single day. I knew my lines every single day.
Yeah.
They're like, just read this right now. She's like, Ryan Murphy did not, because there was a rumor that Ryan Murphy would read her lines.
In between like show running and producing. And...
So what's on her slate? What's she got coming up?
She was allegedly supposed to be starring in a revival of Chess.
Yes.
But that fell apart, and apparently she's doing like an original musical coming back to I think she's like transitioning back into like
Musicals.
Broadway darling,
Okay.
which I'm here for.
I read a blind item that said that.
You love to read these blind items.
Yeah.
She loves to follow.
She
Dubois.
didn't read, let's be honest.
Got your ear
No, I
to the
read
ground.
the FOMA
Yeah.
subreddit.
Great.
Let's be honest, you
So
didn't
much
read
worse.
it. You saw a TikTok.
Ryan Murphy read it to me.
Oh, Ryan Murphy read it to you.
This is from when I was deep in my Glee podcast hole in lockdown. I listened to it. It was just people reading blind items about Glee.
Yeah.
But I heard that she wanted to start, she keeps pitching this TV show to networks and no one will do it, where she talks to ghosts and she tries to get in touch with the ghost of her dead co-star.
All
She's
three
in her
of them.
Demi Lovato bag.
She's saying, Mark Sailing, if you're here, give me
Yeah.
a sign.
One's a pedophile, one famously hated her. Why would she want to
Who's
get in
her
contact with them?
ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch another incredible Ryan Murphy joint, Scream Queens?
I actually
Yeah.
started watching it.
She ate boobs.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I put it on the background of something. And
I spoiled it
halfway
for you the
through-
other day. I actually
But I
didn't
forgot.
know. Oh, you forgot.
Oh, no, I just remembered
You just remembered.
again.
I was like, Scream Queen, where she plays the killer.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, everyone.
Everyone!
She plays the killer.
It's
The
an
killer.
old-
The killer.
The killer is, I think,
Is
very
Lea
aware of the
Michele.
killer for a long time.
I started to watch it just in the background of doing something, and then I looked up, and it was Lea Michele's first scene, and she was so funny in it that I was like, I have to wait till I can actually focus on
Oh,
this.
it's
I
so
still haven't
good.
picked
And
it back
she's
up.
in this like fucking like
Neck brace?
harness thing.
Yeah, like a full
She,
body
like her whole
brace.
body turns
Yeah,
whenever she
literally.
moves.
It's fucking mental.
Is she in the whole series or is it
Yeah,
kind of like
she's
a
in-
guest?
Yeah.
she's
Okay.
the killer.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that clip of it went really viral of a TV show where a woman orders a coffee and Senorita Awesome.
Senorita Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Scream Queens.
That's from Scream
is.
Queens. That's
Okay.
I think that's in the
Genuinely-
first fucking episode.
Yeah, Scream Queens is
And Glenn
genuine-
Powell, isn't it? And he's
Yeah.
so funny.
with Nixie
Okay.
Nash.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's Lea Michele, Emma Roberts,
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, Abigail Breslin.
Yeah.
Kiki Palmer.
Senorita Awesome.
Senorita
Um,
Awesome.
Wait, did
Nick
you
Jonas.
say what's
Nixie Nash.
God, it's
Carrie
Same
Fisher's
to
daughter?
Dad.
Did we say that?
Oh, Billy Lord.
Billy Lord.
Hello. Oh,
I won't watch it, but I'm happy
Well,
for everyone.
you had a story to tell about Scream Queens.
No, because James was saying like, oh, I'll send you like a clip compilation of Scream Queens. And I said, I've already seen one because one time I went to this guy's house in North Melbourne.
Is this a gay guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it.
What
Yeah.
were you doing at this house?
Yeah.
Well, you can guess. But
I don't think.
What's your guess?
I think they might have been watching a Scream Queens compilation.
well, he
Leg
invited-
up with a desk lamp.
You're like,
showing
I
the
can't
vagina.
do it alone.
I'm so
And-
sorry to the viewers.
You are.
The viewers at home.
Remind myself to not show my full
the people
cock
at
and balls.
home, because we had an agreement if my parents were watching this, you wouldn't show.
If your parents were, then you
But
need
if
to show a
mine,
little
yeah.
bit more.
No, went over and he started telling me all these really off stories about how, well, he said he was like a liberal voter, and I was like,
Is this the one that made you into like a muff?
yes.
He made you into a who?
You what?
What?
He was like, oh, I've been doing this thing where I like make people like using Face App into like Michael Jackson, and I was like, and I'm sitting there,
And
like,
you stayed.
I'm like, okay.
Like, that's
and then
his-
he's like,
that's his hobby.
he's like, I'll do one for you now. It takes a picture of me and makes me Michael Jackson. I have the picture.
you have-
I'll show
you
you
have
after.
to show us. You
I'll
have to
find
show
it.
us.
But yeah, it's and it just sort of kept getting worse and worse. And then he was like, "Should we move to the couch?" And I was like,
Like from the bed to the couch.
Okay. And I'm trying to find an exit, and then he puts on a Scream Queens like funniest moments compilation, and he's like laughing along to everything, and I was like, ha ha ha, and then I was like, I'm gonna go,
I have a follow-up question.
and I completely left.
Is he single and do you still have his number?
I see
Sounds
him.
like my kind of guy.
You're like, I can deal with a liberal, but I draw the line at Michael Jackson.
No, that's where I start the line.
I do see him on
If
the
you're
grid.
not doing that on a first date, you're out.
Yeah.
I see him on the grid sometimes, so I'll
Okay,
What's his name?
send him. Well, I'm not
No, you can't have him.
MJ. Yeah.
MJ lover. He lives.
Yeah. So if I actually have the skill now. So if you want me to sort of Michael Jacksonify your pictures, just let me know.
I
Yeah.
like that he said
Well,
it
you wouldn't
like
have
it
to
was
do
an
much to
involved
Eadie's
hobby.
face.
Stop saying that.
Say what?
So you wouldn't have to do much to Eadie's face. Sorry, I cut you off, love.
Bringing that
Keep
picture
going.
into the surgeon. Give me this. The MJ. Yeah. So I've seen the compilation.
Yeah.
All that
Yeah,
to
you
say.
see.
You know.
She should have been nominated for a second Emmy for that, I say. Don't shake your head at me.
No, I'm shaking my head at like she was wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
She
Shaking my
didn't
head in
win.
agreement.
She genuinely, like, the caliber of people that she was nominated against her up against for when she was nominated for her Emmy. Comedy legend. She was nominated against Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Julia Louis-Dreyfus,
Wow.
and Edie Falco. Should have won.
Did Julia
Outsold
win?
all with ease.
Well.
No, Edie Falco won for Nurse Jackie.
Oh, was this not a VP?
And who's still talking about Nurse Jackie?
Well, Edie
Not
Falco's
us.
star of Avatar 2, okay.
Yeah, well,
So
the
she's
star
doing
of
pretty
Avatar
well.
2, not star of Nurse
Who was
Jackie
she
2.
in Avatar? Two.
She was
Avatar 2.
she was in Tar.
Was she Avatar or was she 2?
She was in the mech suit, do you remember? She was like the general.
I just remember whales. That's all I got. Was she a
It was
whale?
pre-whale.
Yeah, she was
Pre-whale.
human.
She was like
Pre-whale.
A whale? I've only seen Avatar. I've only
No,
seen
no.
Avatar.
You haven't seen Avatar too?
There's this amazing video of her on The View, and she's telling the ladies on The View about her experience on Avatar. And, she's like, I want it to be blue. And they're all like,
Is that what her voice really sounds like?
and then she's like, but I got to wear the mech suit. And they're like, ooh, yeah.
But she was like, I thought it didn't come out because she filmed it so long ago.
But I want it to be blue.
God.
And that was from Nurse Jackie, you said?
Yeah, from this chick. Yeah. That's not one of the Emmy.
We love Edie Falco. She was in The Sopranos.
She was, I've heard.
All right, well, this is about Lea, not...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Another Italian queen, famously Italian, did not, despite learning Spanish to star in West Side Story on Broadway, did not.
Lea Michele?
Yeah, she's like, I learned Spanish so I could be in West Side Story on Broadway, and they didn't cast her. Do you not know about this?
No.
2009 revival?
Why
Is
did she
like-
learn Spanish?
Is
Because
that
she
why
wanted to
she
play
made...
Maria.
Did she make...
speak that much Spanish in the
Oh, they
movie?
did it bilingual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Is she Latina?
No, she's
No.
Italian.
She's Italian.
She did
Okay.
play Maria in Glee, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you reckon she made Brad Murphy...
Brad Murphy.
Brian Murphy? What?
Brad Falchuk, is that who?
Yeah. Write it into the show.
Wait, no, you're talking about Edie Falco.
No, I'm talking about Lea Michele.
Oh!
Lea Michele.
You said she's Italian.
Yeah, Lea Michele is Italian.
I thought Lea Michele was Jewish.
No, she's famously
What?
not Jewish.
No, she's got Jewish ancestry.
Oh yeah, but she's like raised Catholic and
Yeah.
Italian.
What?
She's like Jewish ancestry, but she's
am I?
like.
Because do you remember what her actual name is? It's not Lea Michele.
It's like Lea.
It's
Genocide.
something
Something
farty or something fatty. Remember? So fatty?
Yeah.
So fatty. So fatty. So fatty or so farty?
It was Safati.
So
Safati.
fatty.
It's so fatty.
So Safati.
Lea Michele Sarfarati.
That is crazy. Yeah, I watched actually I was watching with a friend of the podcast, Taylor Whelan, the other day, some episodes of Glee. And there was an episode where she is trying to get they give a solo to Tina. She says, I have a very deep personal connection with this role.
Nasty
Since I was a
woman.
little girl. She says Natalie Wood was a Jew.
Yeah.
Which apparently she's not in real life. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Lea Michele's not a Jew. It's crazy.
Have you seen the Glee porn?
And this
No,
ain't
we
Glee.
saw it
This
before.
ain't Glee
In the
XXX.
card.
Yes, I
Yeah, this ain't
have. Don't come all over me. One of the songs from.
What about just a silly whore?
Yeah. Me and my best friend
Vocals.
got very drunk and watched that one night, and it was a real bonding experience.
I had people over a
Jeez.
little while ago. We were going to watch all the Planet
I
of
think
the
I
Apes
have
movies, but we just got super drunk and watched Glee porn.
The Glee
You know
porn. Yeah.
God,
think I
invite
have
me
that.
when you do that.
And I left
The
as soon
apes.
as the ape movies were on. I was like, I'm out of here.
that? But Mercedes is in the first scene. She doesn't fuck. She shows her boobies, but she's a phenomenal singer. And I actually think it's somehow tied to the fact that she doesn't have sex. She's like, I don't need to do that.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
I'm
can
here
see.
for vocals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and they also have what's so weird about it is that it starts with quote unquote Rachel saying, Mr. Shu, you have to give me this Grease song because Olivia Newton-John is my secret weapon. And then they sing Fat Bottom Girls. But they change it to, I think it's Big Tushy Hoes. Which makes no
Sounds like
sense
they
because
really-
Fat Bottom
It
Girls
was
just
a
means
really,
fat.
and it was a really well done.
They put
piece
some love
of
and care
film.
into this. Yeah, piece
It's,
of film.
the set looks identical. The
Oh,
set
yeah.
absolutely looks identical.
Well, they probably used the real set.
And then
Yeah.
Sue has sex with Tina. And
What?
Sue fucks
I don't
Tina
remember
and one of the
this
cheerleaders in the bathroom.
Which cheerleader?
I think it's Brittany.
I need
That
to-
sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah. And then I think Quinn and Finn sing about probably her teen pregnancy. And they sing Don't Stop Believing. And they go in and out and in and out.
That was beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this tonight. Maybe.
Yeah, you watch
Is
that.
it on
I'll watch the last
Letterboxd?
episode of
Yeah.
Glee.
Yeah.
Invite a guy over, turn him
Yeah,
into
I'm gonna
Michael
make
Jackson,
he's
and
Michael
watch
Jackson.
the Glee porn.
Let's move to the couch and it's Glee.
I mean, that's got to be the recipe for success.
That'll set you up for success. I
And you
reckon.
might finally have sex.
Should we wrap up? Is there anything more to say about Lea? I'm sure there's so much, but did we miss anything
Is there anything
glaring?
else on your list?
I did have a list, but I don't know where my phone is. So.
Uh
Is it the red one?
It's the red one.
I
yeah.
feel like this
matches my
thing
sash.
You bought a new phone for this.
really make sure that we're covering everything.
Yeah, it's very important.
And the red phone helps
AIDS.
fight AIDS, so thank you for that.
Yeah, I bought it second hand because I'm not supporting that.
This is wait, what's on the list? It says vagina, Glee, shit and wig, balloon pop, failed music career, can't read, higher rivalry, fucking Diana Agron.
Oh,
The rumors.
the rumors and the nastiness.
What's this, Diana?
The lesbian. Diana Agron, famous lesbian.
Is she actually
Famous
lesbian?
yachting lesbian.
Yeah. Well, not confirmed, but you know.
Because I know about the Taylor Swift rumors there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diana Agron, I think I saw her in something.
Burlesque.
Glee, the first episode.
The first episode.
I couldn't tell you what
Diana
she
can
looks
do better,
like.
though.
Really, I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. But, good for her.
Yeah.
She's kind of in my head. She's the same as
Carly Kloss.
no. My head's saying Gal Gadot, but I don't think that's right.
No, that's so
wrong.
absolutely wrong.
No.
I feel like Gal Gadot and Ana de Armas and Diana Agron are kind of all in sort of this group in my head. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's two brunettes and a blonde. They're very
That's
different.
crazy.
Wait, who's blonde?
Diana Agron.
Okay.
Famously.
Diana Agron is the pregnant cheerleader. And
She's
in
the
episode
pretty
1,
blonde
she sings
cheerleader.
The Moment I Wake Up, and they do that hypnotizing performance of Say a Little Prayer. With
With
two cheerleaders singing in the background that are a gospel choir.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
It's
full
incredible.
choir. Two voices.
Maybe I'll have to watch an Ana de Armas movie tonight.
Blonde.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot she's
She
in
plays
that.
a famous blonde.
I'm not watching
I've
that.
been wanting to rewatch that. Maybe I'll stay. Can watch Blonde.
I don't think so.
No.
You watch Blonde, you watch Glee porn, I'll watch the last episode of Glee. You watch what?
Myself.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
We
watch
watched
out.
Yeah.
We have a rubric to decide if she'll get through our game.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
okay.
We're avid listeners. We've
Okay.
covered this.
Okay.
Lea Michele, quality.
I'm gonna have to tap out for this because I just
No, we need
I
your.
want you to-
We need your voice of
balance.
We need
reason.
your input.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The voice of
I mean, she's never
The vocals
really,
alone. The vocals alone are quality. Let her in.
she's never really resonated with
Yeah,
me.
but the vocals resonate
That's
through
fair.
sound and screen.
But she is a very good singer and a very good actress.
Okay.
Good.
Very good.
I'll take your word for it.
Does she?
But yeah, there's not enough self-awareness for me to like be 100% in.
Yeah.
But I think she's
Does she slay? I think when she said hunty in Turkey Lucky Time, that was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
liked
Hunty.
that.
Does it benefit the queer agenda?
I think this is what we were saying before. I think that those first few notes of her rendition of Don't Rain on My Parade in sectionals are the equivalent of a coffee enema.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that it adds years of life to
Yeah.
members of the queer community.
And she's definitely a gay guy icon.
Yes.
absolutely.
She's definitely a
and
gay guy.
she
Yeah,
turned
she's a
Jonathan
gay
Groff gay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that benefited.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it a classic?
Yeah.
Let's ask 15-year-old me.
T-shirt that I'm wearing with a face on it.
Wait, I've been blocking this the whole time.
Oh,
It's okay. I mean, you are her.
I mean,
so
yeah,
it's-
No,
yeah.
You've got the
I
better
don't see
version
a
in front.
difference.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I've got bangs.
And was I gagged?
Absolutely.
Was I?
Was I?
Yes.
We'll let her.
Don't tell me not to live.
Just sit and cuddle. Oh, people really are the luckiest people in the world. And we were so lucky to be joined by you today. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to Gatekeeping
This-
Podcast so we can talk about Lea Michele.
This was such an absolute treat. Our first guests who've dressed up for the occasion. Finally,
Dressed
people
up?
show-
What do you mean?
Just, this beautiful dress, formal dress. I'm just glad people are finally showing our podcast
Yeah.
the respect
that it deserves.
Yes.
The reverence that it deserves.
Yes. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
for having
on.
us.
Where can
Yeah,
people
thank you so
find you
much.
if you want to be found?
Take
Tommy
it
and
away.
Eadie.
Yeah, at Tommy and Eadie on Instagram.
Yeah. We tried to have Twitter, but they keep banning us.
No, TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
They keep.
They're
yeah.
banning you? Why?
Yeah.
We do a lot of piss play, incest jokes.
Yeah.
So if you're into that kind of thing,
Yeah. There was a video where
I'm not even
I
joking,
appeared
like
to be
legitimately.
lactating. And then it looked like Tom weed
It's a
into my mouth.
natural.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It was hysterical.
Yeah.
It
Apparently
was hysterical
TikTok
lactating.
does not like that.
Well, we got in trouble because I posted hashtag gay comedy on one of our things and they were like removing this hashtag because it's connected to hate.
I mean, did you say it hatefully?
They
Oh
knew,
yeah, I was like,
Was it on somebody else's?
faggot? Yeah.
they knew would get cyberbullied.
Yeah, literally.
They stepped in.
Somebody called us fudge packers on one. It was like
Was it Lea?
Yeah. No, we were like talking about how ugly Post Malone is, and then they were like, "Oh, coming from you, you fudge packers." I was like, period.
My beautiful
Yeah.
mother said to me the other day, she's like a 70-year-old woman. She said, we were talking about, I was writing a line for the show that we're writing now. And I was like, just to like gauge for this joke, I was like, do you know what a carpet muncher is? And she said, is it like a mattress muncher? And I said, what is that? She said, somebody takes it up the ass.
A mattress muncher. I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
like
you're biting
head-
into it because it
Well, I know
hurt.
pillow biter, but
I've never heard
mattress
pillow
is
biter.
like you bit through the pillow.
Straight to
You're
the
under the
mattress.
mattress.
On that note, thank you for listening. Subscribe to our Patreon. Listen to
Yes.
the EP that you have.
Oh yeah, we have an album
yeah,
out on
we do.
Spotify.
Album.
Oh
Sorry,
my god.
It's called Hot Fat Crazy.
Yeah, it's
We will be
awful.
streaming.
Great.
It's brilliant. It's our life's work.
Yeah.
You should be one of our 10 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be making that at least 11
At
after
least-
this episode.
Yes.
Thank you.
Only one of you.
Yeah, only one. Which one?
We share an account.
Okay, yeah.
We can't afford.
Cheap.
Thank you.
Poor.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.